Hi there, I hope that you're doing well. I wanted to record a bit of a voiceover for this week's video because I do a lot of painting and a lot of drawing, but I realized I only think I filmed one spoken check-in, like one talking clip, and there's so much to unpack with these paintings that I don't want to spend like 6 hours writing text to explain what's going on, so we're doing a voiceover instead. I hope you don't mind. I started working on this painting again, so I started this piece last week, just doing the underpainting, I suppose, with a lot of texture. That was my main focus for it, more than like getting the colors accurate and stuff. And also what happened with it last week was that the solvent that I used really like messed up the drawing that I'd done, and so all of the colors got really muddy because of the graphite that got mixed with them, which is fine for the underlayer, like I don't really mind, but it's why it looked so weird at the beginning. So I was very excited to get to working on it and actually add like thicker paint and actually make it like start to make it look more like what I was envisioning it to be. And my initial idea for this was to just keep it very light and airy. I did a little thumbnail sketch, like color sketch on Procreate before starting to paint this. And I really like the color palette that I'd chosen with like these pastel greens and light blues and the orange hair, which I genuinely did enjoy. But you'll see later that I do quite a drastic change from this. I won't spoil it, but it was very exciting to do the second painting session of the week. With this layer though, I kept things very nice and simple and very soft, both within the colors and the contrast, I feel. The only darker element that I added were these doodles, I suppose. I don't know, I was playing around with a pen after the drawing that you saw me do earlier in the video, and I came up with these little like loose round scribbles that I liked, and I thought I would incorporate them in the piece as well. I wanted to do them straight with pen initially, and then I realized that it was just going to scratch at the layer that I had underneath. I don't really know why. And if I had done it beforehand, I think the solvent would have made the ink bleed, because a lot of ballpoint pen inks are oil based, and so I don't really think that would have worked, and I just decided to do it with oil paint. But it's a fun little texture that I came up with, and I'm really happy I included them in the piece. So on Wednesday night, I just felt like doing a little bit of very low pressure fun painting, and so I got my gouache out. I keep my gouache in my desk drawers, so it's the closest painting medium I have to me at all times, and also it's a lot easier in terms of like setup and cleaning up and all of that than oils, for example. So it was very easy to just get a few colors out and start playing with it, and I came up with these flower doodles. These were a lot of fun to work on. I was just listening to some great music and having a good time, and after like working on them some more the next morning. So what I'm doing here, just adding some backgrounds to some of these, and then I scanned them later on in the week and started playing around with them in Procreate and stuff. I think it would be a lot of fun to turn these into like a sticker sheet or stickers in general. I've been wanting to make stickers for the longest time, so we'll see where that goes. For now, I just made a few of these and they were a lot of fun to work on, and I think that's the most important thing. Hi there, I hope you're well. I wanted to film this bit yesterday when I got back, but it suddenly got really dark, and so I thought I'd just film it today. But I really wanted to talk a bit about the exhibition that I went to yesterday because it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful, and it's very likely that I'm gonna go again before it ends in May. So like I have another 2 or 3 months to see it again. I think it's plenty of time. My initial plan was to go and bring my sketchbook and do some drawing there, but it wasn't like a historical building here in Turin, and there's a lot of those, but the rooms were very small and it was a bit crowded, and so it just wouldn't really have worked to just stand there with my sketchbook. There was nowhere to sit. So I took some photos and I'll be trying to do some drawings from those in the next few days. But it was so beautiful. I knew there were a lot of like impressionistic paintings because I'd read it in the article about it, but there was this one surgeon painting that, I kid you not, I stared at like straight up for 15 minutes, could not move. Mesmerizing. Like, I have no words for it. And it's the main reason why I want to go again. I just want to look at it again, and before I go I want to do like a master copy. I don't really do those very often, but I think that is just one that I could learn so much from. And it honestly, the use of light and like the way that he captured the light in that painting, I was mind blown. So that's that. Like, everything else was beautiful as well. There were some pieces from like later years that I'm not as much of a fan of, but everything from like the Impressionism period, so good. And so that was wonderful. I think I stayed there for like an hour and a bit, and then I went and ran some errands. I got myself a new lip gloss, found some moisturizer that I had to restock, and then got some highlighters because I literally finished one in like 12 days, which is ridiculous. These exams are really taking a toll of me. And then I went to a cafe. It was quite busy, but we're all in exam season, and so everybody was there revising, but I got a lot of studying done. I was there for a solid 2 hours, and it was very focused, which is great. I think sometimes it's nice to just kind of change up your environment a bit. And then I came home and had a really chill night, and it was great. And today I did some studying this morning, and then I decided this afternoon I wanted to film a video about my journaling system. I've been debating whether I wanted to do that now or in a while, like in a couple of months, because I've really only been using that for like a month and a bit. But you know, my system is going to change and I'll just make an updated version about it eventually. But I think different versions of the system might be helpful to different people, so it makes sense to record as many as I can, I suppose. So I'll do an updated version like in maybe 6 months if stuff has changed. But I've filmed that. I've already edited it because it was like a fairly straightforward thing to edit. I'm going to upload it and then I'll get back to studying for a bit. And then tonight I want to continue the gouache paintings that I started yesterday nights. So I had this idea for like a sticker sheet. I've been wanting to make a sticker sheet for months, and I've asked questions about it both here on YouTube and on Instagram before, and then it's never gone anywhere because I don't know, I feel like sticker sheets are much easier to do as like an illustrator than they are like a painter. I don't know, it's also something that I've never really done before, so I don't have any experience with it. But I had a few ideas for things that I wanted to try out, and so I just started doodling with gouache, and I had a lot of fun doing them first of all, but also I just really enjoyed those tiny paintings that I did, and I want to do some more of those. I didn't film them yesterday night, but I'll try to film them tonight. Apologies for the light in advance, it's not going to be cute, but you know, it's fine, we're all with it. So I'll get back to studying now, but I wanted to just film a little check-in. I always realize that I have to kind of update the video on like Thursday, and it's almost the end of the week. But yeah, I hope you don't mind too much and enjoy the rest of the video. So here I am back with the gouache paintings. I decided to just continue on with the ideas that I had the previous night, and these were two like failed attempts, I suppose. I think I was trying to paint like 4 at the same time and it wasn't really working clearly, so I just blended 2 of these out. But the nice thing about gouache is that it's quite opaque, and so it's fairly easy to layer, especially if the layers that you've got underneath don't have a really thick paint that's easy to reactivate. So I just kept on painting with these, and I'm actually quite happy with how these turned out. I love the red that I have going on for these, and I think I also went back to the ones that I thought I'd finished already because those were looking very yellow and green, and I thought it'd be nice to spice them up with some red as well, and they turn out really cool as well. So I don't know whether these will be part of the sticker sheet as well. I don't think I showed the smaller designs that I did very well, but we'll see. I think these would be fun as like maybe little like stamps looking stickers, but I don't really know where I'm going with it. I need to think about it some more, and maybe you'll see some more of this process in next week's video. For now, I hope that you enjoyed the gouache painting process of these. So then the next day I got back to working on this oil painting, and I'd been thinking about it, and I saw a piece that Sara posted recently on her YouTube channel, and I just loved the dark background. I just really liked it. And I looked at this painting and I felt like it was looking very flat, like there was no contrast anywhere, and I didn't want to darken the hair or the clothes or anything. And so I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to paint the background black. I didn't really go for a full-on solid black. I don't know how well you can see it in the video, but there's quite a lot of variation within it, and I tried to bring some brightness with yellow and green tones with some areas of the background to keep it interesting. I feel like solid black can be very daunting and very overwhelming, and kind of I thought I was going to run the risk of having it swallow the whole portrait, but I think it's turning out really well. I definitely don't think the painting is finished. The portrait is still very rough, and I'm not sure how much I want to refine it, but I know that I do want to work on it some more. I also want to work on the hair some more as well, because since I just freshly painted the background, some of it got blended into the hair as well, and I really want to give a bit more of a backlit effect to it, so have kind of like a glow towards the edges that I couldn't really do at this stage. And also the clothes I just haven't really worked on. I worked on them a little bit in the previous painting session, but I don't think I touched them at all in this one, and I want to bring a lot of like texture and thicker paint within those. And also you'll see in a minute that I add some floral elements. It's something that I've just really been enjoying painting in general, and incorporating into my portrait paintings as well. As you might have noticed, I just sketch them in very roughly at this stage, but I want to refine them some more and maybe add some more as well. I don't know, maybe add some more like dots and textured bits, and just little doodles like the ones that you saw me do earlier, just in maybe different colors and stuff. So we'll see where this painting goes, probably in next week's video. I'm really excited to get to finishing it and make prints of this. I think prints will turn out really cool. So I hope that you enjoy this painting process as well. Let me know what you think about it. This week's video was very painting heavy and not as much of other life things, but I'm very happy to share it because I'm really happy with the progress that I made. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a nice week, and I will see you very soon with a new video.